So to start off, do you want to tell us a bit more about Incentive Games, John, and maybe the journey you guys have been on the last few years and where it came from, where the idea came from? That would be great.
Sure, yeah. So we were founded about 8, 9 years ago. I was a chemical engineer in BP at the time. I was a lead chemical engineer in Trinidad and Tobago, and I used to see the adverts for the American adverts. So FanDuel, DraftKings, fantasy sports betting, and I had a passion for fantasy sports and writing algorithms about football. So I quit my job at BP, moved back to the UK, and founded this company. And we started a fantasy football betting company where it was called Premier Punt, and we created apps and websites. Me and my three maths and engineering friends from university. We still kept our full time jobs for a few years until we got a bit of traction. We became the number one fantasy betting product in around UK and Europe. But we realised that fantasy sports itself wasn't sustainable as a business model. What we saw we were good at was acquiring customers, cross-selling them to other products. We were the number one app in the UK App Store at the time, and we pivoted. We got some investment from the likes of Victor Chandler, former CEO and founder of BetVictor, and some other people that helped us pivot to being more a free-to-play games provider. So now Incentive Games, we sold Premier Punt brand, and we pivoted from being a B2C supplier to a B2B supplier. So we are number one in the world. We supply games on a business to business level to different companies worldwide in all continents. And more recently, we've signed the likes of Bet365 to supply games to them, free to play games, and free to play games to the likes of FanDuel in the US, Betway, Dafabet, and many others.
Fantastic. That's quite an envious